We have entered lockdown level 4 and all of us have been affected. We are now working from home again and restaurants are closed and therefore Virginia Coffee is closed. Today we are with Anine Simon from Shine Hospitality and she's going to be taking us through some of the Virginia Coffee meals. Those meals that you love so that you can, at home, create these beautiful meals for your family as well. Today we're going to look at oats bowls.
Absolutely.
Today we're going to look at the Virginia Coffee oats bowls. We've got 2 here. What are they called?
We've got one roasted coconut and chocolate. And obviously on a rainy day, this is the best way to start your day. And the second one is a caramelized cinnamon, sugar, apple and honey oats bowl. Yummy.
Wow. Let me be honest, I don't like oats. I think all the years when I was an athlete, I ate too much oats. I don't like oats. So when Anine presented this before me the first time, I thought, oh, why would you put oats on a menu? And then I tasted it and I was like, okay, this has to go on the menu. It's really amazing. It's not too stiff. It's not too, what do you call it? Too runny. Mm-hmm. I really don't like runny oats. It's the best creamy oats and the flavors are amazing. The apple, cinnamon, the roasted coconut is amazing. So yes, Anine, please take us through how we make. So you're going to make this at home. She's going to tell us what the ingredients are and how to make it so that you can also make this beautiful consistency. So it's not, stiff. Shouldn't bounce oats on the floor, then it's not right. It must be nice and creamy. So yes, please take us through how we make this oats.
Okie dokie. So ingredient wise, firstly, to get the right consistency, you need 1.5 cups of oats to 3 cups of water. This will make 2 portions. So if it's you and your husband or you and your partner or your kids, 1.5 cups of oats will make 2 portions, ideally.
So if you would like to make both of these, you can use that ingredient.
Exactly.
And make, okay, nice.
Yeah, all right. To 3 cups of water. Very important with oats, please don't forget the salt. Give it some love because there's nothing worse than bland oats. Yeah.
Ons is die sout van die aarde.
Yeah, absolutely. And then obviously if you really want to make it super, super yummy, some cream could go well. Ooh. But obviously for those that want to look after their figures, then just skip the cream. But I would really recommend a little bit. It can just be a few drops of cream. Right. Then in the coconuts and roasted oats, we have your raw coconuts, which we'll roast a little bit later. Your chocolate.
So just on the coconut, you will show us what to do so we don't burn and
absolutely. Okay. Some chocolate. There you can take any type of chocolate. Chocolate chips look amazing on the plate if you plate it. But if there's some dark chocolate lovers, you can go and get your favorite 70%, 90%, whatever percent dark chocolate you like, or just your favorite chocolate. It can be any flavor. So chocolate, and then with this oats bowl, the maple syrup goes well. So oats for me without a little bit of maple syrup or butter, but in this case there's lots of goodies in it.
Can I ask, on the chocolate, I love mint chocolate. Can I also use mint chocolate?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, why not?
Perfect.
You can
because I see there's mint that you garnish it with.
Yeah.
So I thought if I can use some mint chocolate, it would complement it nicely.
Absolutely. Great. The second bowl is your apple cinnamon one. There, very important, is your butter. Obviously, I love to use actual real butter.
No margarine. No.
If you don't have, you'll get away with it. But obviously, the real butter is just so much nicer.
We can drive out to the farm, get the butter.
Absolutely.
But please stay safe. Wear your mask.
Then your apple, we're going to use 1 cheek of the apple, but we'll go back to that. Any type of apple would work well.
You said the cheek of the apple?
Yeah, we're going to
you'll show me how to.
We'll show you,
okay.
Don't worry. And then the kids will love this, but some caramel popcorn is nice for garnish.
These are my favorite.
Yeah, they just go great with the apple. And then my favorite is obviously the cinnamon sugar, the same type of consistency that you'll use on pancakes. So most of us have got the already made cinnamon sugar in our houses. Otherwise, you just mix some cinnamon and sugar. And honey goes well with this dish. For those of you who don't know, Virginia Coffee Roastery has got amazing produce on their shelves, and they sell this honey together with a lot of beautiful things that are ideal for gifting. olive oils and salts and rusks and all of that. So I'm using their honey in here, and then both of the plates we garnish with some fresh mint. So we just take the crown of the mint, the beautiful top, you just tweak off, and then you just put it on top. So those are the ingredients, very easy.
Amazing. Okay, let's go through and show us how we make this, because my wife loves oats, so I need to be able to make this at home. Speaking about honey, I think I must also pick up a bottle because we're also out. So that's perfect. Yeah,
Alright.
Please show us how to make it.
Okay. All right. So to do your oats, you're gonna mix the 1.5 cup of oats on your stove. You can obviously also do it in the microwave, but as Renee and I discussed it earlier, just make sure it doesn't boil over. So just stay close. Don't leave oats. Oats is not something that you can just leave be. You need to be close and give it love. So, and then your salt, please don't forget your salt, just 1 or 2 pinches. I know I love salt, but you're easy on it. And then your 3 cups of water. So that'll go into the pot.
I don't like making food on a pot. I usually make it in the microwave, so like pasta or noodles or oats we'll make in the microwave. So the ingredients stay the same for microwave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just stir it. Yeah. This is then the consistency that you'll get. So if you want to thin it through, you can put some extra milk or some water. But this is the way that we serve it. We believe it needs to be nice and firm and not too runny.
Okay, so now that we've prepared it either in the microwave or on stove top, please take us through how we prepare the toppings and all the nice goodies that goes on top.
Okay, great. I think one of the most best kept secrets that I've basically come across, especially for kids, is oats, coconut flakes. Sorry, you can buy them at any big health stores. Have got a health section. They are there. They're raw, and then you basically roast them off.
I know that Durbanville Market and Durbanville Checkers has very nice coconut flakes.
Oh, lovely. Okay, but I love to actually roast them off myself because then the whole house smells
Oh,
of
that's
coconut.
true, yeah.
And it's basically nice for the kids also to actually...
Yeah, it's interactive.
Yeah.
Because you need to keep the kids busy. We know that they're at home the whole day and you need to keep them busy. So roast a whole pan of coconut flakes with your kids and you can keep them busy for an hour or 2.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, yeah. So the raw flakes you just put into a cooking tin, like that. And here you cannot leave. You literally put the oven on 180 degrees, you put it into the oven, and you don't leave because it goes brown quite quickly. You smell it before it actually...
If you think about it, it's very thin, so it can burn quite quickly.
Yep. Okay. And then the result is the yumminess itself. So this is the roasted. This is the roasted coconut.
Ooh, there's a very big taste
There's
difference.
a huge taste difference. Okay, then your chocolate. Very important. Let's just do chocolate shavings. At this stage, I don't have the chocolate chips, so I'm just going to take a sharp knife, and I'm actually just going to make shavings on a.
Oh wow! So you don't grate it actually.
You can grate it. You can grate it, but I like just taking.
But this looks very nice. It looks like little chocolate pearls.
Yeah. So you just, as if you are actually cutting biltong. If I think about it.
It looks like, you know what, a flake, when you eat a flake and the chocolate shavings comes off, it's like little nice chocolate curls. It's beautiful.
Okay, so there's your chocolate shavings, and then I'm actually ready to assemble. So should we?
We're gonna do the chocolate and
Let's do the
coconut
chocolate
one first. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
So we've got these beautiful trendy bowls of Virginia. I just love them. Food just pops on them, so I love
It's nice
love
and
them.
big and wide.
Yeah. So then we're gonna pour it in the middle of the plate, out of a presentation perspective. I think if you
Because you eat with your eyes first, right?
And
You
why should we
look at it first?
Why can't we do effort at home with our meals? I mean, I just think that's the first place where our food should look like restaurant food. Yeah. Okay. So this is ideally a portion because it is quite rich and filling. You put a little bit more on there. And then I just flatten it out a little bit because I want to make a beautiful picture on top of it. So I flatten the oats out like that. And then I'm going to build my little picture on here. So I take my roasted coconut flakes.
This is like art. It's like therapy.
Absolutely. And I do a little rainbow-shaped oats on the one side. It's like doing...
So you like create a half moon
Yeah,
with
like
the
a half moon.
coconut.
Yeah, so, you know, like the smoothie bowls also, the presentation is quite important. So just a little bit of a half moon in the middle. And then with the coconut flakes, let's put that aside. You can't do enough chocolate. I think chocolate is so. There you can just next
this
to
is
it,
following the
just follow
same.
the same angle.
Okay.
All right. And then you take your syrup.
Okay, so the honey is for the apple cinnamon.
The apple cinnamon
And
one.
the syrup goes with the coconut and
Yes.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and here, the big trick of presentation-wise is just to drizzle like a zigzag.
We're not going to tell you how much syrup to put on, because if you love it sweet, you can put a lot of syrup. If you don't like sweet things too much, you can only put a little bit of syrup.
Oh, and just drizzle it a little bit on the open
Oh,
side
that
of
looks
the plate.
amazing.
Okay.
Gold, magic.
Absolutely. And then your little twig of mint. There I always look for the crown of the mint, and I just take it off, and I just make sure it looks nice and perky.
Beautiful.
And then just a little
Chunks of chocolate.
little bit of a bigger chunk of chocolate just to push it in on the side. And there's your
Oh, wow.
choc chip and roasted coconut oats ball.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
I'm going to eat this. Okay, and now let's do the apple cinnamon one.
Okay, well you cut me just the cheek of the apple,
Yes.
cheek of a pepper. I don't know if you ever seen that in a recipe and knows what it means. It just means that you, something with a core in the middle, you just kind of,
I know that when you cut lemon, to squeeze it nicely, you also cut off the cheek, because then there's no pips in.
exactly.
But I've never known that you cut off the cheek of an apple.
Okay,
But now I do.
all right. Okay. All right.
While I cut, you can fry.
Okay. Okay, fast forward because it's already been done. So this is where you put in the butter in the pan, and then you put your beautiful slivers of apple in the butter, and you sprinkle the cinnamon sugar on top, and then you caramelize it. Once again, don't leave. Just make sure that you stick around. That's beautiful, Rainy.
I tried to make it.
Okay.
I tried to make it.
Lovely.
Here we
Alright, so once that is done, we're ready to assemble. So that's how quick it is. So we're going to take the beautiful, trendy bowl of Virginia again. We're going to take the other half of the portion of oats. Okay. There's no excuse. I'm going to ask your wife if you made this for her. You've now been fully trained.
I love cooking,
Okay.
so I can definitely do this at home.
Okay, once again, I'm just going to flatten it out so we can make our pretty picture on top. Right. And right, so now we're doing apple. Here.
This to me is very interesting, because I don't like hot apple, like apple pie or things like that. I don't like hot apple. But this is very nice because the apple is cut so thin that it doesn't feel like this mushy piece of hot fruit. The flavor just beautifully blends in with this oats.
Okay, so you just kind of once again make that little bit of a half moon.
So it just fans out.
Just
like
fans
that.
out.
That's
You don't want to put it
beautiful.
everywhere. Alright. And then we are missing the honey. So I'm going to take the honey once again, just, oh hang on. Let's do a little bit of sprinkling cinnamon over.
This is a beautiful winter, the classic apple cinnamon flavor.
Absolutely. And then the honey, you just drizzle over once again just how much you would like.
I love honey, so this is amazing.
And then you take your caramel popcorn, just a little bit in the center.
Oh, that's nice for the kids.
And you just stack it so it gives a bit of height to the dish. And lastly, you look for your beautiful crown of mint. Just always keep your mint on ice to make sure it stays nice and
Oh, that's a nice trick.
yeah, otherwise it's wilted.
So you have a little bit of ice in here that keeps it fresh.
Yes, that keeps it nice.
Oh wow, that's a nice tip. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, it's so simple. The ingredients are so simple. It's apple, oats, popcorn, mint, but it looks so beautiful. And if I present this to my kids, there's no way that they're not going to eat this oats because it's so beautiful.
So yeah, so when we open again, we want to see you all at Virginia, and we want to see you enjoy one of our oats balls, obviously paired with one of our amazing cappuccinos.
I need to taste one of these, but I don't know which one.
Flat whites. What could go with hot chocolate? No, hot chocolate is a bit too sweet. Remember, it all depends on how you like to eat oats.
Oh yes, let's do some milk over
Yeah,
it.
so ideally milk with your oats. Otherwise, it's very. But once again, it's personal preference. So
What's nice about throwing the milk over is that if you like it a little bit more runny, you can mix it. But if you don't like it runny, like I don't like it too runny, then you can just scoop out with a little bit of milk on a spoon. I have to taste it. apple and the cinnamon is just,
Is it good?
it's perfect. I'm gonna eat all of this and all of that.
Super.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us. And yes, we look forward to doing another meal with you a little bit later in the week. Anine, can you maybe give us a little bit of a hint of what we're going to look at later in the week?
Well, besides hot chocolate and oats, what is synonymous with rainy, cold winter days?
What meal is synonymous with winter days? Okay, join us later in the week and we'll show you one of our other meals. Very, very, very popular winter meal. Thank you so much for joining Cooking with Virginia Coffee.